What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I found all like my little things, my the countdown things and everything for the stream. Welcome, welcome. I think everyone can hear me. Welcome to the Sunday STOCKcast. My name is Cruz. I am the founder and head trader of NewAgeWallStreet.com. We primarily trade options, so we do trade some small caps, crypto, other things from time to time. Welcome, welcome to the STOCKcast, guys. We do this every Sunday. This is just a time to go over some technical analysis and also answer some questions of things that you're working on in your trading. If you have working on some psychology things, you're struggling in any type of way, I'm dedicating time to go ahead and help you guys out. So definitely appreciate you guys being here. Um, Housekeeping things here today, guys. We'll keep it short. I don't think I necessarily have anything too crazy. Just that sign up for our membership. So the newagewallstreet.com website is on and open. It's only $84 a month. We're going to raise the prices. I'm working on some additional value, I guess you would say, that is going to be included into a membership. So the prices will be going up. So it's only $84 right now. You get to learn to trade options, small caps. We give you pre-market watch lists and plan, and we live trade and stream together. You get to watch Flow Algo for free all day. That in itself is $150 a month save. So make sure you come check us out for that. All right. That's at your newagewallstreet.com. And I don't think we have any other housekeeping things. Just kind of our schedule for the week and the way that we work things. It's Sundays we do StockCast here at 7:30 Eastern time. Monday, tomorrow, that's a good one. So tomorrow we're going to trade live, and I usually go live at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll give you like kind of my pre-market watch list and plan at that time, and then we'll trade the open. And I usually stay live for around an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning. I go to the gym and log off, and then during that time, so you kind of get a feel of what it's like to be in the room, and then also I hope you find some value. You could take some of the trades that we could see and stuff. So, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the evening, we do masterclass. So kind of the same thing as here, but more along the lines I give actual lessons for you to go over and stuff. And then Wednesdays in the morning as well, we do live trading. So live trading again on Wednesday morning, and Fridays I take off. That's kind of like my slower off day after I trade the open or what have you. So we'll get into some tickers and things here this week. We got a lot of things going on. We had a really crazy week, from this last week. We had a really crazy run on Friday, and we're gonna start over here looking at the futures. I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller right here, guys. Let's actually put myself in the corner over here, and then I'm gonna do it. I know that the glare is really, really bad, so I'm gonna put it like this so that you guys can see the TTM and everything. All right. If you guys could do me a favor, like the stream and also go share it on your social medias, Instagram, TikTok. I'm really trying to focus in on the TikTok so I could go live on there and share a lot more stuff on there. I have a lot of videos coming out, so make sure you follow me on TikTok. It's at New Age Wall Street on there. And then Twitter, if you guys could go share with some trading friends as well. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. So let's jump right in. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some things here. We will start off with the futures. So the futures open up at 6 o'clock Eastern, and as of right now, so I looked at them a second ago. Yes, they're a gap down here, and we're trying to find the support at around this 42.70, 71-ish area. And if we come in, we put in our market profile like this, and come in a lot more closer with the market profile, you could see that this is the support that we're putting in, this 42.71, 73-ish area. And then we have a gap to the point of control down here to the 42.60. So that was the previous highs from, oh, I just dropped my phone, man. I think I just dropped my phone. That was the previous highs right here from Thursday, I believe, right? So we do have the potential to come back down and retest there at the 42.50, 42.60-ish area down here, okay? The night is new, the night is long. We'll see where we look at in the morning as far as our where the market is during that time, okay? I'm gonna bring this over here, and this is kind of like where we started in our member meeting, and I kind of just going through one by one what exactly is going on. And I use this investing.com for the kind of like economic news and stuff like that. Give me a second, and I'm pulling it up. I appreciate your guys' patience. Give me a second. United States. Cool. So this is what it looks like. I just have it bookmarked here at the top of my browser window, and the ones that have 3 stars are things that may give the market a little bit more volatility. So like right here on Monday we have, I don't really know what this is, TIC net long-term transactions. And then we have building permits on Tuesday. So this is usually gives a little bit more volatility to the market. We have a couple other things. So building permits for July, this is month over month. New housing starts, and that's it. So we have another 2 and 1 stars. I thought that we had a Fed meeting this upcoming week, but it's Fed minutes on Wednesday. So I thought we had another Fed meeting, and I thought we were going to just kind of go sideways maybe on the market until we got that announcement. But I guess what's going on is that since the meeting was so late in the month for July, that we're not going to have one in August, and it's actually going to be in September. So one of my guys posted it right here. It's going to be September 21st. So no Fed meeting here in the month of August. We will have it in September. All right. But we do have Fed meeting minutes. Basically, this is the minutes of everything that happened at the previous meeting. We may get a little bit more volatility. You can see right here, this is at 2 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday. So we'll be looking for that. Bowman speaks on that day, and then we have crude oil inventories on Wednesday. And typical Thursday stuff here, job claims and job market and stuff like that. And then nothing usually gets done on Friday. So that's pretty much our week. So we don't have anything really too crazy economically that is going to be a catalyst this week. I do not believe. So that kind of leads us more with the technical side of things, kind of in this weird gap that we're kind of in price action. Okay. So with that being said, we're analyzing our price action for what we had on Friday, and we had this really crazy solid move, right? And from an option standpoint, I don't have my spot gamma up, but from the option standpoint, with the way that this worked over this last week, is that the option, so the call wall for the options moved overnight from Thursday to Friday from 425 to 430, and that was why we were able to push higher than we were for the sessions previously, was because that call wall got moved up. So what the call wall is whenever there's out the money options that are being bought. So they rolled over and they started buying them a little bit more higher at the 430 instead of the 425. And so what that means then is that the option makers, or excuse me, I should say market makers, the call writers, are then betting that the price does not break that level to the upside by the time given. So right now that area is $430 up here in this area. Obviously we're at 427 right now, but we will see if maybe overnight or even into the session tomorrow if the call wall does go ahead and move because of what happened. I didn't check it at the end of the session, so it could have moved from 430 to 435, 432 or something like that. Okay, but what we're looking at overall on the option market, if we're coming in looking at the SPY and then just looking at the if we're looking at the SPY and looking at the open interest on here, so this is the expiration for, we need expiration the 15th, so August 15th, there we go. So as of tomorrow, this is going to be where the open interest is stacked up at, and the areas of interest that we need to look at as far as the options go. So right here, 425 is obviously going to be one, and then we have 427. So that's right around where we closed, and then we drop off a little bit here, and it's still a little bit thick up until 436. But 430 is 5,000 contracts right here. So we may get a little bit of a pop up, and then we'll see if they want to try to keep it below there. But the bigger support is down here in the 420 now, guys. So we have a pretty big range that we could actually be moving in from tomorrow. So between the 427 and 420 area. Now it's not at the end of the world if we get a pullback, especially like on a lot of the tech stocks back, pull back and kind of have a rest day tomorrow, and then we get back to like around 420. I think it'd be a really nice dip buying type opportunity and stuff. I'm gonna get rid of these here so that my little toolbar goes down. Sorry. All right. Does it make sense? So that's the range that we're dealing with for tomorrow. So 425 is definitely point of interest, 427, and then 420. Okay. And then that's the way that I would play that. If you're looking at the Qs, you're looking more on the Q side. We could look at the open interest and the way that those are stacked up there. On the 15th, and we're going to come down here to at the money, and we have 326, but then 328 to act as support-ish areas, and then 330 is the bigger resistance here in this area. Okay, but again, if we get over 430, or excuse me, 330 now, 330, we could definitely get moving here pretty nice if we stay above that level, and there's an agenda to stay above that. So we'll use this side and put the Qs, and you can see, oh, we actually did go ahead and close over that on Friday. It's or we closed, yeah, right above that. So that this 330 area is going to be key for tomorrow. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking at, and then we'll kind of take that sentiment going into the week as far as tickers and stuff for the week. And if you guys have tickers right now that you want me to go over, things that you're looking at for the week, make sure you put them in the chat. Make sure you put them in the chat, and I'll go ahead and go over them. I did have a list here. Oh, I think I erased it, bro. Damn, that's gonna suck. Yeah, I think I erased it. So looking at the sectors of the market here, guys. So XLE is the basket of energy. And so energy has been looking really strong and looking pretty good here as of lately. We're going to go ahead and move this over to our daily chart and look at just this area. And you can see where we have this this dip. It got bought up. And then this is our top action right here that it needs to break out of around 78.70. And we have like a little flag right here going on. This is a daily. So if we come to this this like hourly chart, you can see a little bit better this flag, and it wants to break out above that. We have the potential to move, and I think I have it mapped out, the next line up to this 82-ish area. So from around this 78, 79-ish area to 82, that is what we're looking at for the XLE. And energy stocks, that's what I would be looking at. And then also XLF. So financials have been really strong as well. All of them have almost the same exact pattern. We'll look at that here in a second. But if you take a look at this daily candle right here, it went from 35.19, dipped, and then all the way up to 35.57 on that one. And just come a little bit out. So we're at this this little resistance from the past, but we break the high right here around 35.50. We have some room to continue moving up here on this XLF. And so this carries like all the banks. So we're talking about Bank of America looking pretty good. I'm sorry for these lines here, guys. I could take them off here for a second, but it's not going to have my trend stuff. So give me a second. There we go. So no more lines. So basically filled this gap here on Bank of America, and then is now retesting it. So you can see where it went above, retested, and this point of control where the yellow line is, and it wants to continue moving to the upside, but a little bit more volume here, and then we get to a gap to in this little area right here, if you could see. All right, so Bank of America, JP Morgan, and then Goldman Sachs is one of the bigger ones. So this one had a huge candle. If we come to the daily time frame, you can see this big candle right here. It's in this low volume area, so could definitely still keep pushing up. And then we also have like JP Morgan, same exact thing. And then We were talking about Citibank and then also Wells Fargo. I think Wells Fargo is WFG, right? Yes. Cool. Cool. What's up, brother? What's up, guys? I appreciate you guys taking time out of your weekend, coming and hanging out, getting ready for your trading week. Um, we're trying to grow the stream, guys. So, like, if you guys could share the stream with other people, tell them to come hang out. Um, we could go over trades together. Definitely happy to do that. Okay. Uh, Wells Fargo. So that's XLE, XLF. Those tickers that we're looking at. Getting over more into like the tech side of things, we're looking at. Oh, look, there's all like the things I was looking at here. So that's funny. So we did look at Qualcomm. I don't think it's the best setup, but it is in this little flag formation here, pushed up. This flag right here. I'm gonna move this to like this actually, like that. And so it's in this compression right here. You can see the compression being signaled by the red dots. It's trying to, the MACD is trying to cross to the upside here. And so once it breaks this little trend line, it does have room to come up to at least the highs right here. So that would be a nice little $4 or $5 little swing. And then after it breaks there, up to 162 or so. So Qualcomm looking pretty good. And then Disney and Netflix kind of working in conjunction together with the nice earnings that Disney had. But Disney is looking really strong. Gap up here. We'd want it to get to the highs of this candle and then continue moving to the upside. And you can see where I have, this is the previous previous support. So if we make a add drawing line, oops. Like that. This stupid thing. Like that. So previous resistance, or excuse me, previous support right here. This is where our target for the resistance for it to get to that area. And then probably flag, go sideways a little bit, and then continue going further up on this Disney. And then Netflix is almost doing almost a similar like little flag thing. If you take a look. So going sideways right here, and then we're in this big gap area now. It's just very slowly going up, and we're trying to fill this volume gap area right here. So you could see if I come and I put our little swing thing here. No, it's not going to do it. So our little swing here. So we have this volume gap up into the point of control right here at 266. So you can see where all this volume was being done here in this area. And then once it breaks above, the volume in this area is very, very light. And this is the target that we get to at the 265-ish area. And then the next target would be 295. And then we get into those lower volume gaps here again up to about 330 ish dollars. So looking at Disney and Netflix on those, okay? How do I like coin? Oh, we could look at coin here. Give me a second, okay? Let's see here. We were talking about the housing market a little bit in our private member meeting, and then Bank of America we already touched on. AMC. And that's it. So then the only other one I think that we had talked about too was Ford. So Ford is in this really nice little flag right here. If you come to like in this 4 hour, so you see this little flag where it's based at, and then I think it did press above the highs, and it has room to get up here towards the 17. So if you want to play Ford, nice little cheap ticker for you to go ahead and trade. Okay. I still like Unity, so I've been swinging this Unity and getting in and out on the in on the dips and then selling the rips. And this, you can see the volume right here where this has room to come all the way up to at least 60, and then on the bigger, if we come to the daily, you could see like upwards of I think that says 83, 100 and or no, that's 80. Yeah, 83. So 83 would be the target, but 60 here first. Okay. So been playing this little breakout right here, this compression breakout. You could see the sideways bottoming action, and then for this to move up. And there was like oh, Zoom. So Zoom was the one that, so Zoom is bottoming actually pretty nicely right here, guys. So this little bottoming action here on Zoom, it's in compression and it's trying to make a break move to the upside. So if it could break this line here at 117.60 or so, and get into this lower volume area, then Zoom could actually do a little short squeeze and run. So that would be pretty cool. I think it'd be a little bit unexpected if it did that. If we could get in early as of now, if you're playing options, you know, maybe like a month out or something, that would be pretty cool. So Unity, oh, and then Roblox. So Roblox here, guys. So Roblox had a really, so it dipped on the earnings and then had a really nice run off of the earnings on the dip. Is back up here at the $50 mark here, guys. This is that psychological number of $50, and it did close above it on Friday, and it's trying to hold this now. It may go a little bit more sideways to validate it as support, but I like that it's holding $50, and the strength that it's had over the last week or so has been absolutely awesome. So we're getting into these lower volume areas right here. Our target would be this $60.75 or so. Okay, so Roblox is a really good one. And then Tesla, we talked about the upward target for Tesla would be 920 and then 950 after that if you're bullish on Tesla. Okay. And let's go over coins. And you're asking me about coin. So coin's in this really nice flag too, like more of a pennant, right? I mean, we could do it from the top of right there. Or, you know, like the body. Kind of like that, right? And then it's holding the support right here at the 30, or excuse me, at the 83. Sorry, I'm having a hard time seeing. But yes, I really like this here, this little up flagpole here holding this area, and I do believe that it could get moving to the upside again. So especially with it's had a lot of attention over the last few days. Looking back into options now, dude, we'd love to have you, bro. Come sign up with us. It's only $84 a month. You get, I think we offer the best value in all of the options communities. I think we're pretty freaking badass. So if I do say so myself, I bought shares of coin a while ago, getting burnt out now. No choice but to hold at this point. Oh, so you're back holding them. What price did you buy them at? This has a gap here, and actually it did on the first breakout. It got up to the gap area, and that would have been a really good trade off this compression, right? So the compression, confirm breakout, and then up here to the 116 off of like 66, 65 or so. So yeah, and then a lot of people were looking at Robinhood, right? I think just from technicals, right? We're not talking about like actual what's going on with them. I know that they laid off like a bunch of their staff, and you know, I know that they're having a little bit of trouble underneath, but just from a technical standpoint, they are on the bigger time frame here, like this daily chart, this bottoming action, and then I don't know, like if we look at Finviz, what the actual short float is for Robinhood, but I bet you it's a lot. So we could check real quick. So short float is 7.41%. So not too big of a short float in order to cause like a massive squeeze, but there is a little bit in there. It could definitely get moving a little bit and to the upside. Cool. Cool. Any other charts, questions, things that you want to go over here, guys? In Zoom, but been back and forth thinking to add some ARKK put spread as protection in case. Oh, see, there you go. So I haven't looked at ARKK in a while. I know it's spiked up, ARKK. Yeah, it's trying to round this corner right here, getting into this volume gap right here. So absolutely, dude. Yeah, or no, I don't want the 4-hour one. I wanted the weekly. There we go. Yeah. Thoughts on Tesla. So the thoughts on Tesla here are, um, we have this inverse head and shoulders right here, right? And then we're kind of keeping with this trend that we have from here, right? So we could do something like this, right? And then go down and then continue like the little downward trend that we have. But now, um, it's been really, really bullish over the last like couple sessions. I seen a news article where there's someone that I think it was someone in Goldman Sachs or something that they loaded up a bunch of shares of Tesla too. So they're coming into, I think it's next week that they're gonna do the split, right? So right now, with the big run that they have, I would want it to pull back a little bit, to this area, 894, 900, in order for us to be able to get in. So it kind of depends on pre-market what happens where we are, if we're a little bit gapped down or gapped up even more. But what we were talking about is on Tesla, so the open interests, support and resistance as far as the contracts go, your areas that you want to look for reaction to, and for to see like if it's struggling and support and resistance. So you have 900 here. There's 10,000 contracts stacked up on the call side at 900, and this is for this week, right? And then after that you have 920 for 6,000 contracts, and then over here we have 8,000 contracts at 950. Now to the downside for support, you have 900. So 900 may act as support here, and then you have a little bit of 910 and then 920 right here, but 900 is should act as support. So like any type of dip to 900, if you get it tomorrow, Tuesday, or what have you, I'd be looking at buying that dip to 900, or even a reclaim of it. All right. Cool. Cool. Any other tickers, guys? Again, I do this absolutely for free every Sunday, so we call it the STOCKcast. I just do some technical analysis, and then I have some tips and tricks I learned across the way. Like if you have any questions on your personal trading and things like that, case studies that we could look at, then that would be absolutely awesome. Then we could look at that. No one's gonna flame you. No one's gonna make fun of you, like for saying anything. We're all still learning here. So another setup is this NVIDIA. It held this 180 area really nicely on this dip. There was some news, and then it held and pushed back up, and it's using the 180 now as support, and so the goal would be for it to get back up to like 190. BIG above 30% short, 235. I don't know what you mean by 235. Is that where it'll split to, and that's how much it'll be? But BIG, is this big lots? I can't tell. What company is this? I can't tell, but I mean, this is almost like a lot of the patterns on the market right now. This bottoming action, a little push up, and then just kind of reaccumulating from the push up, and then try. The goal would be for it to hold this 23 area, and then continue pushing up. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So like also like DLTR Dollar Tree. Oh, this one's a lot stronger than Bitlox. This one's a lot nice, in my opinion, nicer. It's trying to get this compression, but this dip right here from the earnings got it. But I don't know. This may actually be a key, distribution, and so it may actually come back down to these levels. But oh, and another one. So another ticker we're looking at is McDonald's. McDonald's here, guys. This is put in this little kind of same thing, right? So this little double bottom, and then it's holding this 257-ish area, and then we want it to push up to these highs and then all-time highs. So a little bit more of a slower mover, but that's something that you could look at as well. Okay. And then I want to look at Starbucks. Starbucks has like a union. Their people are not rioting, but they're, what do you call it, picketing or on strike, right? So this may be a good one to watch for this week and see, you know, with that news that on what they're doing. Yeah, so like anything above this area. So break out of this like 88-ish area. We have some room to move up here on the Starbucks. I'll actually put a little alert right here. Dude, I don't know why my thing's like... What's the Jimmy Hoffa stock update? What's the Jimmy Hoffa's? Who's Jimmy Hoffa? BIG. Boeing. So Boeing's on my DNT list. I don't necessarily trade it, but it's cool to see that they're... It looks like they're not necessarily ramping up production, but it looks like a lot of carriers are taking delivery of their stuff, and it looks like we finally... So if we come actually a little bit bigger, yeah, so like we still have this big gap up here from COVID. This is one that lagged behind a lot of other tickers. It pushed up like halfway mark and then came back down to lows, but again, so now we're at the point of control where it's gonna stall a little bit. So if we come further in exactly like at that level, it's gonna need some volume in order for it to break to this upside. But this is it's looking very hopeful, dude, especially getting into like the later months when people are traveling for the holidays and stuff like that. So it looks pretty good. And then also fuel cost, right? So fuel cost has gone down, so maybe more people traveling now. That fuel cost is down, ticket price is down a little bit, so that would be pretty cool. What are all those dots near the volume profile? Oh, these are pivot points. So it's just telling me where the pivot points are. So just because we're so far moved out, zoomed out, they just look at like dots instead of them, but they're just these pivot points. Good question, dude. It's Sunday, 7:30, 7:05, Renaissance Center, Detroit. Jimmy Hoffa killed by Jackie the Kid, buried in concrete foundation during Phase 2, Tower 7, 2 Tower 300 pillar cornerstone by Elevator 8. Foundation during Phase 2, Tower 300 pillar cornerstone by Elevator 8 foot down, easy to dig out. Enjoy. I don't know what that means. 7:30, 7:05. Natural gas seems strong. Already has gone through initial size with UNG, with the Europe mess looking to swing if holding up. Yes, so that's something that we talked about in our private member meeting today as well. Is energy definitely looking really strong. So we were looking at this XLE, right? XLE looking like it wants to break up here to the upside, and it's been again very strong. So it's at this inflection point right here, and we have room for it to come up to this $80 from the 78, and then up a little bit higher. getting into the winter months, right? We're kind of transitioning into winter months. What's the statistic, or what is the actual number that Russia supplies like 60 or 70% of like Europe's natural gas or something crazy? So I I do believe that is going to be a lot of everything. So um, yeah, maybe starting to swing in this area would be, an idea. But I do like that idea. UNG looks like a cup and handle. Yeah, so UNG. And then we were also talking about like, so we're kind of in hurricane season now. So we get a big hurricane, all the offshore things, the offshore platforms shut down, and um, that would cause energy to go ahead and go up to oil, and also then like Lowe's, Home Depot, usually during this time go up because of the hurricane stuff too. But yeah, so this huge cup and handle, this pattern right here, probably looks very nice. Yeah, it looks really nice here on this weekly. So oh, 235. Yeah, yeah, dude. It's all right. I mean, if you have shares, the cool thing about having shares is that you could hold them until it gets up there again or whatever. You know what I mean? If you have options, you're kind of just screwed. You just wind up losing all your premium, and that's it. You're just you're just kind of, like I said, screwed. Um, but with contract, or excuse me, shares, then you own those shares. But it would you could actually just, if you do the if you, I don't know how many shares do you own of it. So I mean, you could do some covered calls with them, dude. Since you own some shares. I don't know if you own 100 or not to do, make it a full contract, but um, you could do that. You could do like a wheel strategy where you sell some puts, um, you know, and at least you're making a paycheck off of owning those shares. You know what I mean? So then eventually you may get assigned, or you may, they may take them from you or whatever. But then it offset you having to have them or what have you. I don't even know who Jimmy Hoffa is. Who the hell is Jimmy Hoffa, bro? American labor leader. I don't know, man. But if you guys have any other tickers, let me know. Last call. Gonna go. I got some more work to do. Gonna also go eat. But I had a really awesome weekend, just getting a lot of work done, and it's not as hot here. If you guys take it's 97 right now. Usually it would be like 110 or 16 right now. So it was absolutely awesome this weekend. I could work out outside and get a good sweat without burning up. Um, so any other tickers? Anything else before I go ahead and take off? And while we're waiting for other tickers and stuff like that, I'll just go ahead and talk to you guys. For you guys that were not here at the beginning of the stream, the uh, so just as housekeeping stuff. So we do this every Sunday. We do Sunday Stockcast. I do technical analysis. We make a pre-market kind of, or excuse me, not pre-market, but weekly game plan, and then also just watch list for the week. So I gave you quite a few tickers to go ahead and look for this week. I also update my Twitter with the like swing trades and stuff like that for you to go ahead and take a look at. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. And then tomorrow we're gonna live trade. So here on YouTube, we're gonna live trade. If you want to come hang out with me at 9 a.m. Eastern, we will be here live, and I will give you kind of a morning game plan then with the pre-market price action that we have at that point of how we're gonna react and do things like that. I'm also started sharing my P&L live, which is kind of gut wrenching. I was like sweating through my shirt last time because I've never shared my P&L live while I've traded, but it was actually really fun. It added a different, like, it's been a while since like I got a little anxiety being in a trade, and that was kind of fun. So Trade live tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have evening class at 7 p.m. Eastern. We kind of go over the day, and I actually give lessons. So I have like a lesson plan on the technical aspect of trading, and we're going to start doing psychological stuff too. And Wednesdays, we live trade in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern too. So come hang out for that. All right. Anything else here, guys, before I go ahead and take off? Oh, and then obviously signing up for the membership. Love to have you in the community, guys. The guys in our room have been killing it. There's guys that came over from a different what do you call it? Trading service or streaming service or whatever. It rhymes with Rekmar. And they're saying that they've had, really nice profitable days and weeks that they hadn't had over there. And so it's really cool for me to see that them actually applying things that they're learning with me and becoming a whole lot more profitable. How can I pay you to tell me what to do? I told you, sign up for the membership, dude. $84 a month, bro. I can't even go to the grocery store right now without spending $84, dude. $84 is like a tank of gas. It's super cheap. Like, dude, there's not anywhere else you're going to get as much value out of a trading chat room for that much. So come sign up, newagewallstreet.com. I'll put the link right here. Like, New Age Wall. Oops, forgot the W.com. We'll see you in the room, okay? You guys take it easy. Have a great and safe trading week. We will see you tomorrow for live trading, all right? See you guys.
Go home.
Every day since birth. Out here putting in work. Every day since birth.